where they get their best plots. I mean, they put fictional characters in it and look, they twist it around or whatnot to throw you off, but they get their ideas from the Bible. You know? Salaki, I just want to say this. Yeah. The ideal of Superman. Who is Superman? Yahweh Shai, right. One you call Christ. They get that from the Bible, but you'll never know that if you don't read the scriptures. But go ahead, bro.
And then what is the Bible called? The greatest story ever told. You know? Greatest, I think they say that. The greatest book ever something told or something.
That's why it's still selling. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even though this man tried to rewrite it 1,000 times, but it's still selling, you know? Right. You're supposed to go by the original version, the King James. That was the first translation out the Greek and the Hebrew. You know? That's the one you're supposed to go by, not the NIV, the New Standard Version, you know, all these other versions. That's wickedness. The Bible tell you don't change the word, you know? That the man who changed this word, who took words out and added words, he done already. And you know who did that? Yeah, Revelation, I think 28.
Last chapter. Yeah, get that.
Alright. I got this Hosea for you too. Okay, yeah. Let me get that one. Let's get the Revelation. Yeah. Alright.
They should call the Bible the greatest story never told, because
people
out
there
are prophets, it's hidden knowledge, you know what I mean?
I want to get that one real quick. Well, go ahead. You got yours? Go ahead.
This is Revelations 22:19. And if any man shall take away from the words of this book of prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life.
There you go. Exactly what I just said. If any man shall take away the words of this book, the Most High gonna take away your part in the book of life. Basically the kingdom of heaven, where Israel gonna rule, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And if any man shall do this. Now what man did this in history? The so-called white man. That's why you got all these different versions of the Bible. People like to say, y'all believe the Bible, but it's been tampered with. True, but what about the first version that they didn't tamper with? Y'all, the new ones are all twisted up, but what about the original one, man? That's the one you go by.
That's right. Go ahead. God shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book.
Basically talking about when it said the book of life, talking about the promises that's given to Israel, that we gonna rule, all other nations gonna be in subjection under us, you know what I'm saying? We gonna rule, we royalty, man. The Lord, he had a chosen people, and that's the people on this side, and you see it today. That's why we run your entertainment, we run your sports, run everything, man. Everybody wanna be like the Negroes, the Latins, and the Native Americans. It's a spirit in us that ain't in the Chinese man. That ain't in the white man, you know what I'm saying? They can't dance like us, they can't sing like us, they can't dress like us, they can't play basketball, box, whatever you want to call it. The Lord got a special spirit on his people, but right now, they don't know who they is. That's why he got his men out here telling them that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites. You're not a Negro, you're not an African American, you're not a black man, a colored person. Your true nationality is an Israelite. The real Jews are the so-called African Americans. Alright.
This is Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Now that's talking about Israel. Thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Holy means special or separate. A pure people. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Say he chosen thee. If everybody was equal, he wouldn't have to choose one from another. He chose one and then choose the rest. To be a special people. Go ahead.
A special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Who is that? Who stand out amongst all the other nations, man? Here it is. You got them. I mean, just look at the entertainment, man. All they want to see is us entertain. They don't want to see nobody else play basketball, man. Basketball used to be hella boring when they used to wear the skeet-ass little coochie cutters and shit, man. Then you put Dr. J and them, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. Now look at where the sport has went, man. Who run all your sports and shit?
Yeah, before it was Jake in there was nobody dunking.
Nope. Wasn't even a finger roll.
Y'all was shooting the ball like this and shit, man. Yeah, man.
Little ass coochie cutter.
Yeah, man. So
I got kind of pretty simple.
Alright.
It's Isaiah 58:1. It say, cry loud, spare not.
They say, cry loud, spare not. That's the job of what you people are called a pastor, a deacon, a reverend, but really a prophet. Cry loud, spare not, meaning speak in a tone where the people hear you. Go ahead.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Say, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. You know, a trumpet is a loud instrument. So the people across the street hear exactly what we saying. So when this thing happened, they can't say they didn't hear it. We out here, you know? Go ahead.
And show my people their transgression.
And show my people, what is it?
Possessive. Possessive noun.
pronoun, Salaki. My people, meaning ownership, his people. Who is his people? The Israelites. The people who walking around with nothing, man. Who on the bottom, who are drugged out, who don't have their own government, who don't have their own land. That's because you're under these curses for being hard-headed. Go ahead.
And the house of Jacob their sin.
The house of Jacob, that's who we out here for. We only out here for the 12 tribes, man. Meaning if a heathen come up, we'll cut him and show him how he going into slavery. But we really not out here for him. We only out here for the 1/3 and the elect of these people. That's who gonna wake up. Everybody else about to catch a horrible judgment in society. The society falling, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of their God.
That's what our people supposed to be doing. Forsake not the ordinances of the Most High. Basically mean honor the laws. In a nutshell, keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. If our people would do that, you wouldn't have diabetes, high blood pressure, and all that, because you ain't eating you ain't keeping the dietary law, man. Know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
The scripture say, yet they seek me
Oh, you
daily.
can come back. Oh, okay.
When it say, yet they seek me daily, what that mean? That mean our people, what they doing? They trying to seek the Lord. That's why they all in these churches and stuff like that. Little do they know they going off. And who the only people that really got the spirit to believe in the Most High is these people. These the main people that be in the churches, even though they worship in wickedness, you know. And like these Latinas, worshiping the Virgin Mary, shit like that. Though they seek the Lord, because they the only people that got the spirit, only Israel, you know.
You want me to start at one?
You know, they delight to know His ways.
Still
They
want
don't
that
know the
there?
truth. That's what we out here for. They ask of me the ordinance of justice. They take delight in approaching God. That's it on that.
Alright, this is Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel.
That's right. This roll is meaning the whole word of the Lord, all right? So the Lord told Ezekiel to eat this whole roll, all right? And that's our duty as a man of the Lord, as men of the Lord, all right? You're supposed to learn your foundation and your history, all right? And your foundation and your history, all right, and your rock and your salvation is the word of the Lord, all right? Through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, all right? Go ahead.
So I opened my mouth and he caused me to eat that roll.
He caused him to eat that roll, all right? So he was part of the elect, all right? The Lord already chosen him from the beginning, all right? So the Lord caused him to eat that roll, all right? Go ahead.
And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee.
All
Then,
right. So he ate the whole, he not literally eat it, all right? He read and understood, all right, the words that was in the Bible, all right? All right, so he did eat, and then what happened to it?
then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
Honey for sweetness, all right? Because once you get this understanding, all right, of who you are, all right, and your role in the scriptures, all right, it'll make you have that understanding, and you'll know that you're above all these other nations, all right? Once you know where your people stand, you'll know that you have the kingdom of heaven, all right? You know that you have all these other nations in the subjection, all right? All right, go ahead.
And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
So he said, go and tell his people, all right, what I gave you, all right? This word that I gave you, go tell your people, all right? So that's what we're doing here today, all right? That's our duty as an Israelite man, all right, is to come out here in the highways and byways and teach this word, all right, to our people, our Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? One family.
For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech,
All right, we're not sent to a people with a strange speech, but
and of an hard language,
but a hard language,
but to the house of Israel.
but to the house of Israel, all right? That's who he sent to, all right?